I think in this world that is, as I said earlier, so frantic and people are searching for answers, and it feels like there is chaos out there. Even if we hide ourselves in our room, we're bombarded with images, we're bombarded with fear, we're bombarded with social media, other people's fear. You know, we've been through devastating times, we've been through drought, bushfire, flooding, and now the current, panic on all the madness that's out there at the moment. We tune into this collective consciousness of anxiety. I think in this world that is, as I said earlier, so frantic and people are searching for answers and people are starting to slow down, maybe we should go back to nature and think back a few thousand years and think they weren't so wrong at all.
Welcome everybody to an hour of Balanced Essentials here at Open Shop. We're the ones that put Cheryl Gilbert back on the telly where she belongs, and I know that there are thousands of fans of not just her but her brand, Balanced Essentials, out there that are watching the shows, picking up the deals and sending us questions in live, which you can do live at openshop.com.au. Pretty much the whole BE range available on our website openshop.com.au, and we are going to be focusing this hour on one of the biggest packs, which was the 5 massage blend packs. Now that's sold out twice after we launched in November. Restocked, sold out again, and restocked. So 2 sold outs since we launched in November. So we're very excited to have the 5-pack of the massage blends back, because remember, you're paying for 4 and you're getting 1 full bottle for free. We're also going to have a look at the duo over the next hour, your AM and PM duo. Look, I just also want to tell you that the pure oils are here. That's for those of you, we get a lot of questions from people saying, what about the pure ones that I can put in my oil burner or in my diffuser? They are also available. But it's crazy times out there, isn't it, everyone? Really, really, it feels almost sort of surreal. It could not be more important or more timely to have access to Balanced Essentials. Here's a little more about the brand.
Balanced Essentials is an Australian aromatherapy company devoted to health and well-being, using the highest quality therapeutic essential oils in its all-natural product range. Each oil is subjected to quality control procedures to ensure scientific evidence of its properties. This unique collection, superbly presented, describe the effect on the mind and relate to an energy center of the body. Beautiful blends that will uplift, calm, focus your awareness are vital for your skin and will inspire you. The inclusion of crystals to promote and amplify the properties of the products support results that offer a profound and beneficial approach to health and well-being. Take a deep breath. Now sit back and relax. Open Shop invites you to awaken your senses with Balanced Essentials.
Well, sit back, relax. Cheryl Gilbert is here. It means that it's going to be the most informative hour, because I don't believe, honestly, there is anyone on the planet that knows more about aromatherapy or essential oils than Cheryl does. That's why I'm so thrilled to have you here. You've dedicated your life to it. I want to just ask, I was just about to say, those people that know you from the television before previously also must think you look good, Cheryl. Like, honestly, there are, and even Ash remembers you from The Other Place. I nearly said it then.
Yes.
But you look good, Cheryl. You look the same as you did on TV before.
My goodness, that's quite amazing, but it's lovely. I don't know. Don't ask me why. I still feel very passionate about what I do. I love what I do. Maybe it's the essential oils. I mean, they did preserve mummies in Egypt.
Well, maybe.
So maybe I'm a walking relic.
And we don't say, I'm not going to say Cheryl's age, but your granddaughter had twin babies a year ago.
Yes, I'm a great,
yeah,
great granny, but
yeah, looking great, looking great granny. Cheryl, I want to give them the details on this massage pack, and then I want to talk about the hiatus, actually. I want to talk about what was happening, because the business has never stopped. 25 years of Balanced Essentials. So for the entire time, this business goes from strength to strength to strength, because I think there are people out there that would be just devastated if you stopped making the oils.
I have had so many people over the years say, please, we know where you are.
Yeah,
we
we'll
will track you
find
down
you.
if ever you stop selling the oils.
Yeah.
And it's been
they need
a
them.
privilege, because I get so much feedback, and people say, I've now learnt that aromatherapy works. So many people have said in the beginning, I didn't trust it, didn't know about aromatherapy, or I've tried them and they never worked.
Yeah.
They've tried mine and it's changed their life.
Yeah.
Now, I think that's technically because if you do the right thing with aromatherapy and use the best oils, and you blend them in the correct way, you're going to get results.
Well, let's give you the details on the massage pack, okay? So you're getting all 5 here, and it is your biggest seller. So this is the one you can put on your skin. This is the pack where you're only paying for 4, but you're getting your 5th one for free, 301243. For $139, you'll get a 15ml bottle of Be Uplifted, Be Calm, Be Aware, Be Vital, and Be Inspired. You can take Afterpay as well, and to order on free delivery, you can call 1325 80 or go to openshop.com.au. So, and we just launched the Pure 5-pack. Actually, I'll just quickly give you the details for those that want the oils to put in their diffuser, and the reason their price is more is because there's a high concentration. So these are Pure. 302987. So your oil burners, your diffusers, that's your pack to go in those. If you want to pick that up today. And just finally, on the item numbers, the AM and PM duo, I just want to give them, it's actually Be Vital and Be Inspired, the duo. There it is there, 302240. These are the big bottles, 100 mils each. You'll get 100 ml Be Vital and 100 ml Be Inspired. And the one we can't talk about is, of course, the trio here. 302467. You all know Be Relieved, Be Sport, and Be Light. We actually can't sell them at the moment. That might change.
We'll be able to talk about things on air probably after June with the changes.
Yes, we're waiting.
One of the reasons I haven't been on television for a long time is because the regulations became so difficult for natural health.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people out there realise how hard it is when you are you're up against the pharmaceutical companies. They do wonderful things as well, but they do make it very hard for natural health.
Yeah, and there are some guidelines, because there are some dodgy companies.
There's got
to be guidelines and a crackdown on that. But when it's affecting the authentic companies with the pure blends, and that's what happened. That's why you went off the telly, because it became too hard. We had to basically pay.
We had to change from doing live shows to being scripted.
Yes.
Which meant they had to be produced beforehand and filmed beforehand. And that could cost anything from $14,000 to $18,000 to have that approved. So it made it very costly for anybody.
And there's still a lot we can't say about Be Relieved and stuff on TV, all of them, because we do know that for thousands of years aromatherapy has been proven. We know that. And in fact, I want to get a shot of the reviews, because as you tell us, Cheryl, those folders contain, that's only a snapshot, there's about 10 or 15 folders there of testimonials and thank you letters and reviews from people. But before we go into why your brand is different and how it is life-changing, why the beautiful image of the woman on the front?
Well, originally, and this is many, many years ago, we're talking over 20 years ago, I wanted to have the face of Balanced Essentials. That was something that would keep going. And I thought, well, I'm going to get older, and it's probably best to have something that will remain the same. I found a painting by Gary Duncan, who was an artist in South Australia, that did a lot of landscapes. So I had the Australian feel, and because it's an Australian company, and that was really important, that I love the fact that we have things in Australia that we can promote.
Yeah.
And so I used that particular painting as the image, and so many people now have fallen in love with it and love it. They've, at times when I've taken it off some of the packaging, I've actually had customers that have been so upset.
Offensive.
And
How
tell
dare
me
you,
off
Cheryl?
and tell me that it was the worst marketing decision I would make if I would remove the lady.
Well, she is gorgeous, and it has become an iconic symbol of BE. Let's talk for a moment about where you live and the tour buses of people that come in, mainly elderly people with pain issues, with different disorders that they're living with different problems, and they come in their bus loads in tour groups, and we talk about pain management, and it's a very special place, the home, isn't it?
It is. It's the office and the warehouse there, as you can see. It's on acreage. It's got a lovely feel to it, which is what I loved. I kept it very much in keeping with that very rustic feel.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful because so many people want to learn about natural health. So many people have their issues, whether it's they can't sleep, whether they're in pain. So I've been able to bring them in, and they come in and they sit, they talk, they have a cuppa. Then I explain the essential oils to them. They get to try the product, and honestly, pretty much everybody that's on that bus will go away and will purchase because they get to see the results, they get to find out more, and they've suddenly got hope because a lot of them have been on so many different medications, and they just want to try something a little bit different that's for the people that it doesn't work for.
And we saw
And
that
that's where
opener.
it's
It's a
good.
very anxious time, you know, and the great thing is we give you a 30-day money-back guarantee and also 10% off their first purchase and free delivery. I mean, the list goes on, and Afterpay if you don't have the outlay of the $139 today, because the deal's already great because you should be paying more for the 5-pack. But Cheryl, before we get into this massage pack, you know, do you feel like people are coming back now to the idea of looking after, controlling their own health and controlling what we can control?
It's been a very interesting trip because I've noticed over the years a lot more people are now wanting to take control. And that's because our health system's overwhelmed. We've got nothing against the medical profession. They work so hard, but they are overwhelmed. So people want to take more care for themselves. They're looking at a natural approach because they feel that that's the best way for their body to go. And then if that doesn't work, they've got other means and ways. But honestly, about 90% of people that try natural products usually are more than satisfied. And what they do is they learn about another way. They get that confidence back, and there's many benefits. If you were to use an aromatherapy, a pain relief product, it's not just a pain relief product. Those particular products can also be ones that help them feel better, that take the anxiety away. All those things happen in aromatherapy. It's not one way.
Okay, so just on that, I want to talk, just before we go through these 5, I hate this lounge so much, Cheryl. Cheryl has heard me whinging about this. I'm sure that's why they bought it, Cheryl.
It's not the most comfortable, but
It's horrific, this lounge. It looks gorgeous, but we overpaid. We're not, we can't get any oil on the lounge either,
have to be
Cheryl. I know,
careful.
my gosh, this lounge, the money they paid for this lounge, you weren't worth it. I want to show everybody this because the power of aromatherapy. I mean, most of our viewers have seen these before. I've seen these before, but they never get old, Cheryl, because what are we seeing here?
I think what we're showing people is, before when I was on television, people were saying, you know, how do the oils work? And you would explain all of the benefits. And they go, but I don't understand what happens when they get applied to the body. And that's the best way to use aromatherapy. You can apply it to the body as a moisturiser. And what the thermal imaging shows you is this is within 3 to 5 minutes of application. Now, that was very unique because people kept saying, well, hang on, if I put it on my stomach, how come it affects my bowel? And I'd go, well, look at the fact that it changes because the thermal imaging proves it. I was lucky enough to go on a current affair, and they were very good with showing it, you know, as the miracle oils.
Yes.
But it was something now that's gone overseas, and we can actually prove by thermal imaging that aromatherapy oils are absorbed within 3 to 5 minutes of application. So be it for whatever reason you need aromatherapy, pain relief, to improve your mood, to make you happy, to calm you down, know that you will start to get an effect within 3 to 5 minutes of application.
And in this 5-pack where you're getting Be Uplifted, Be Calm, Be Aware, and look, we've got, that one's upside down, Justine. Okay, oh, actually this one's my favourite because this is the neck here. Sorry, and just on this, because we have the thermal imaging proof that it does penetrate the skin. These were your blends, by the way, that worked on these areas.
Yes.
But look here, because the deep, deep red is where the pain, the severe pain,
The
isn't
most
it?
severe pain is the white hot areas.
Oh gosh, right
Followed
there.
by red, followed by orange, followed by yellow.
And look at that dispersion
And
there.
the massive difference. And the other previous one too, which I find quite interesting here, that is the transverse colon that goes across. So if you're suffering from irritable bowel or you're feeling upset there with your tummy, that shows you the white hot area there, how painful that was. And then within 3 minutes.
And to be
can see the
completely
difference.
fair, these were taken after the use of obviously the oils we can't talk about. They're on our website, Be
Yes.
Relieved and everything that you all know. But but remember
This is just to explain more about
How they work.
what happens when you apply an essential oil, because I think most people have no idea, and they think, well, it's a lovely smell, it moisturises the skin.
Yeah.
What do I do with it? Well,
yes, it's for the non-believers. The thermal imaging, I think, is for the people that say, can it make such a difference to the way I feel? Can it make such a difference to my mood? Let me just remind everybody, you're buying from an authentic brand, 25 years, therapeutic grade, pure. Each bottle blue for a reason, the blue glass, we'll talk about that. And inside every bottle, a genuine crystal that helps harmonise the synergistic properties of the oils.
Yes.
So this is, if you're looking at some oils, and I said to Cheryl, you can find, oils for $20 and you
Yes.
go, oh, okay, what's in that? And then when you look at the ingredients and when you delve a little bit deeper, low concentrations, and they don't even always, Cheryl, they don't even always show the ingredients.
No. And that shouldn't be allowed, but there's a lot out there that you do get caught up with. Be discerning. I probably the best thing I can tell people is if you've used aromatherapy and it works, well then you know you've got a reasonably good chance of having a good quality oil.
Okay.
Because true aromatherapy works. If it doesn't work and you're one of the people that go, well, I'll never do it again, please know there's hope. There are brands out there. Mine, I know exactly what goes into mine. I know they're the highest quality. And I know how well they work, and they are energised also with a crystal, which makes them very unique from any other brand on the market.
Yep. Can we get started then on what's in your oils, how they're different? And remember, Australian supply chain where possible. So if Cheryl can get, I don't know, I'm just going to pick like lavender, for example. Is that from Australia?
That comes from France.
Oh, far out.
Unfortunately,
Well, what are the Australian ingredients? What do you get in Australia?
really, most of them come from overseas. They
And
are
why,
overseas
Cheryl?
because they're grown all around the world, and there are different climatic conditions.
And so that's the
and
best
that's-
lavender then?
Yeah, that's the most therapeutic that I can
Find,
use.
yeah.
So that's what happens. And if you're looking at other companies, it's exactly the same. We all get our essential oils from all around the world. What I do choose here is because I bring them in and I have the ability through my supplier to have them retested, because often you'll get essential oils brought in that have been purchased overseas, but you won't be what you expect. So mine go through a gas chromatogram. They're checked to make sure they are therapeutic quality, because it's very, very important that they are the correct oils. But what I do, I choose people that do the labels, the printing, the cartons. I choose Australian people for that. I choose Australian companies. I pay more, but for me it's important that I really do help with Australian companies.
More important than ever.
And more important than ever, I think people are now realising. So the majority of what goes into this, apart from the oils, even the caps are produced here. Now most people have their caps produced overseas in China. Well, now we're looking at the fact that if anything happens in the world, we need to do more manufacturing.
Well,
we
this
need
might
to
be,
become more
tell you
reliant.
what, this is the turning point. And I think it's the turning point for a lot of people watching now. You have a choice. You have a choice right now. I think everybody does, to take ownership of the way you feel, how strong you are, and your own health. Those people out there that believe in aromatherapy, you're already buying from Balanced Essentials. You're already picking this kit up. 25 years, a life-changing brand that creates life-changing therapeutic grade pure oils. But if you're someone out there that is having that change in their mindset and saying, with everything going on in the world, I am a bit anxious, you know, there is a shift. I do want to change the way I do things. I need to rely on myself to look after myself.
And also too, because if we're wanting to cleanse your environment, people are so aware that we're coming into flu and viruses and all those sorts of things. Well, what people love to do now is use natural products to also help.
Yeah.
We know that hand washing is the most recommended thing to protect you. So washing your hands in soap and water is more effective than the hand sanitizers in the tests they've done.
That's science. Yep.
But what I do as a little extra is I will get my little bottle. Now this has got lemon, lemongrass, lavender, bergamot and geranium. Now I know lemon has been one of the most antibacterial, antiviral in aromatherapy. We've known that now for many, many years.
Yeah.
So I simply, after I've washed my hands with soap and water, I put my hand on top, tip up to get a little bit. I don't want to get too much.
Yep. Watch the lounge, Cheryl.
And I will not touch the lounge. And then I just moisturise my hand. It's just my way of feeling that I have added protection.
The
But
smell
is so beautiful
divine.
and uplifting, and it moisturises your hands.
Incredible. So here is your pack. So we are sold out twice. We launched in
November.
No, three times. That's what Ash just said that at the same time. I do apologise.
And thank you, everybody, because for the top 50 products in 2019, this was number 2. Now, we only started with Open Shop in November.
Yeah.
And it became number 2, and I am just so grateful to everyone for their support.
People have been waiting for Cheryl Gilbert. Look at this pug. Look at this pug, Cheryl.
Oh, how cute.
Because these are massage blends. Cheryl has...
Well, people use a lot of them for their animals.
Yes.
People love Be Calm on their animals.
Cheryl has massaged the most special greyhound in Australia.
Oh, I wonder who that is.
My greyhound, Spencer, my rescue greyhound.
Yes.
No, I don't have 2, Ash. I'd love to have 2, but my husband said no more because we just got a cat as well, and I've got the horse and things. He's had enough. My husband's had enough.
Very expensive.
But Cheryl, I will tell you, I don't think Ash, my producer's heard this story. I have to tell this story. It will take as long as it needs to take. Thank you, Ash. Thank you very much. I'm going to tell it slowly now, just to annoy you. When Cheryl was over my place, my greyhound Spencer, who he just walked into the room, and Cheryl did not know this. Honestly, I promise, hand on my heart, I'd never told her. He has issues with his spine. He's an ex-racer, so he didn't do very well. He didn't race for very long, but he has issues with his spine. And he came over to see Cheryl, and Cheryl was sitting there, and she said, "Oh," she said, "I'm going to need to put some." I think it was Was it Be Relieved?
Yeah.
And she rubbed it on his back, and my dog went into a total trance, did not leave her side the entire time because he was like, more. Cheryl, it's pretty amazing that these so many of the testimonials are not just about humans, but they're also about animals.
Well, people have said to me, you know, can you use aromatherapy? Well, I wouldn't be using tea tree or eucalyptus and vaporising it in a house, because those are the oils that can cause problems for dogs. But all of the ingredients in here are the ones that are the safest to use for everybody.
Yeah.
And that's where I've found a lot of my customers have been using them for their horses.
Yeah.
One was a stallion that was going back to go into a show and had been paddocked for over 12 months, very frisky. And the whole bottle of Be Calm went on him that day. Well,
Yeah.
he won the show. And the person that was there, that was judging, said, how come that animal was so calm? What did you do? And the other woman just smiled and said, my secret.
Yeah.
I've had cows with a torn teat using it, sheep, a sheep that used
Donkeys.
it. I've had donkeys, cats,
Donkeys.
dogs. And that's what I love, that people are using them within their family. And especially if dogs are very scared and you might have a thunderstorm, we now have dogs that will actually come running to whoever's in the house to have them applied, when in the beginning they didn't want to know about aromatherapy.
And also Be Calm on the bottom of children's feet. So I use Be Calm
Oh,
on
fantastic.
my, I forgot her name, Scarlett, my daughter. It happens, guys. She's just hyper as. I had the two calmest
Yes.
boys. I didn't even know I had children. And then I got Scarlett. You know why? Because I was a smug parent.
And that
I was
happens.
too smug. I used to look at everybody else's children and I'd be like, I've done the right thing.
Yes,
and then I
I'm-
got Scarlett. I was
I'm
punished.
wonderful.
I was punished. Anyway, please use Be Calm if you do have like hyper children and hyperactive children. Amazing.
It's amazing. I've given a talk in the past to a group of mothers with all their children running around, absolutely destroying the
Yeah.
place. I said to everyone, put some of this on their feet.
Yep.
Within 10 minutes, they were basically either asleep or just sitting there. And one woman wanted
It's
a
true.
44-gallon drum
It's true.
after it.
I
so-
bet she did. I bet she did. Be inspired. Can we start with Be Inspired here? Again, you're getting the 15 ml bottle of Be Inspired, the clear quartz crystal bead inside as well. Be Inspired. I just want to read this customer testimonial. I use Be Inspired on my neck and chest before I go to work. It makes me feel so alive. That's from Rachel. Beryl says Be Inspired is amazing for deep breathing and sleep. I use it daily. I've also used Be Vital and Be Calm over the years with amazing benefits too. I cannot imagine my life without your quality oils. Please keep making them. Make sure they're always available. It goes on and on and on. But I want to go, we're going to start with Be Inspired, but don't forget that you're also getting Be Vital in this pack. Be Aware. You're getting Be Calm and Be Uplifted. So all 5. Oh, I see what you're saying, Ash. You want me to start with Be Uplifted. You know, the last show we did, Cheryl,
Yes.
we were all in synergy, weren't we? You, I and Ash. And I'm so out of whack here today. I'm so sorry. Be Uplifted. That's where Ash wants to start.
Well, that's the one, as you want to know if you want to feel uplifted.
Yes.
If you want to feel better. I mean, if you're going through life at the moment and you think there is so much going on and I'm feeling very stressed, I'm feeling anxious.
everyone.
What can I do to calm down? Well, apart from having a cuppa or whatever else,
Yeah.
or even laughing, which can really help. I love essential oils because they can actually help you feel more uplifted. And that's what this particular blend is. It has your lemongrass, lemon, lavender, bergamot and geranium. And that's an incredible blend to work on many different levels. But it's the one that I use after I've washed my hands because of the fact that it has lemon and lemongrass and lavender in it. And as I said, I moisturise my hands, but you can put it all over your body.
Where are the
after your
best spots
shower.
for Be Uplifted, Cheryl?
All over the body as a
Really?
moisturiser.
Yeah.
That way you're going out, you're protecting your skin. And I like to think if I go out, I like to have a moisturiser that actually really works. And there's a lot out there that it contains synthetics.
Yep.
These are all natural. It's in a base of sweet almond, wheat germ, macadamia oils. Now, they are so high in antioxidants. They feed the skin They leave such a wonderful feel. They're not oily when you apply them because you don't need to use very much. Just use a little and just put it all over you to moisturise. Then you can go about your day and you're actually going to feel much more energised and much happier in yourself.
This one is from Ruth. She talks about Be Uplifted at the end, but I want to quickly say this is the entire testimonial, and individual results may vary, but Ruth says, I thought you might like to know the outcome of the use of the oils. I initially approached you with regards to thinning, brittle, dry hair, and I've been using the oil you suggested for a couple of months now and have noticed quite a change. I didn't expect change overnight, but also didn't expect it so soon. My hair is now extremely soft and smooth and no longer dry and brittle. It's even started growing again and developed a shine. I am now using it on my husband too because his hair is thinning. Also, I've been using Be Calm to help me sleep. Remember, it's in the pack here. I found that whilst almost everyone in our office has caught colds and flus this winter, I have not. This really surprised me as I tend to catch every flu and virus going around. I've put it down to the use of Be Calm. I now use Be Uplifted and Be Aware at work, and I find they help focus and calm me, and they also help with my tiredness. From Ruth.
Yes.
I mean, we have tens of thousands, and I'm not overstating it, tens of thousands of testimonials. Let's talk Be Calm because Ruth touched on it there, my favourite. Where do we use it? How can it help, Cheryl?
Well, at night time, you can put it all over your body as a moisturiser after you've had a shower, or just simply put it onto your arms. Oops, we're having all the books fall down
Our
now.
testimonials.
There must be a Be Calm testimonial.
That's right, in there, jumping out.
One of the best places to apply oils is very much too on the feet. So at night time, just before you hop into bed, massage a little bit, apply it on your feet. You're going to be moisturising your feet, which these days they're so dry. They usually end up very dry, and you've got, you know, sore feet. You just want to relax and know that your feet feel great. Best place to do it is there, and a little bit on your chest so you can smell the oils as well.
And what crystal is in the Be Calm bottle?
It's an aventurine, a green aventurine crystal, which
beautiful.
is one of the green ones in this container here.
These are the crystals, because remember, in every bottle, the last thing to come out of your bottle will be your genuine crystal, and there's the aventurine that's in the Be Calm. Now, before we move on, we've only done 2 of the 5 oils that you're receiving, but Nikki loves Balanced Essentials. She's been using it for years. Uplifted and Calm are her favourites. Take a listen.
I discovered Balanced Essentials about 13 years ago. 12, 13 years ago, I worked with Cheryl from Balanced Essentials, and she was a guest on, I used to host her shows. And it was an exciting moment to see the power that she had created with this synergy of blends. And I've kind of stuck with it, and it came into my life at perhaps not a particularly good time, which was perfect, you know, divine timing, really. And I've found a lot of solace and help with the oils. I do use the oils every day. There's 2 in particular that have been, I'd say, in my first response kit for the past 12 years. The Be Calm and the Be Uplifted, and I kind of feel that these 2 work together so well. The Be Calm for me is meditating. The Be Calm was me 12 years ago when I was going through a particularly bad marriage breakup and health scare, and really felt that I needed all the support that I could get. This is an absolutely magical, magical oil to this day that, you know, if I'm feeling a little bit jittery, it will go into the diffuser, or I'll put it on my body and just, I cannot overestimate the power of this. But then there's Be Uplifted, which is kind of like my daily, and anybody that knows me can smell me coming down the corridor. Be Uplifted is fantastic, not just when you're in a sense of melancholy, but it lifts everybody else around you. It's this beautiful, citrusy, uplifting fragrance. So Be Calm for night and Be Uplifted for daytime, definitely.
And actually, the full-size bottle of Be Calm is about to sell out on our website as well. It's huge. It's the 100ml bottle. So if you're after that, you need to be very, very fast for that.
And then you can use the larger ones. Keep the little bottles. If you purchase the trial size, which will last a long time, top the bottle back up, buy the larger one after that, and you can keep topping them up. There's your travel size.
Okay, let's talk Be Aware, everyone. That is your third bottle. That fly's been here since yesterday, Cheryl. Let me get it away from you. Be Aware, I know it is a customer favourite as well. And I think we have someone on the phone lines. Tina might be here. Hi, Tina.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, Tina. You're
Tina.
calling from New Zealand.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, fantastic. Tina, you love Be Aware. That's your favourite. Tell us why.
Oh, well, some years ago, I had changes in my life circumstances and I had to retrain.
Yeah.
So I was 50 and going back into a learning situation was really hard for me.
Yeah.
And I had previously seen Cheryl talk about Be Aware and how it can help you focus, and I thought to myself, golly, I'm rather sceptical about that. But I was so desperate when I had to sit and concentrate to do assignments, and I thought, I'm going to give this a go. And I was just blown away. I mean, you know, I put it on my wrists and around my temples and my forehead, and I was able to sit there and be totally focused on my assignment, and I could do that for several hours at a time.
And
I just couldn't believe how it helped me to concentrate.
And Tina, I've read the testimonials on Be Aware. This is not unusual, is it, Cheryl?
No, I've had people that have small children at school and they use Be Aware before they go off to school. They might even put it, if they can't find anywhere to put it on their body because they're dressed for school, it goes onto their hands, it goes onto their legs, and then off they go to school. And because there's a lot of oils that actually help to calm as well as focus, that's where we're getting the results. And it is a very strong blend and very unique to the market.
Tina, can I just ask, because I think a lot of people start off as skeptics of aromatherapy, and you said you were one initially. What would you say to people now who might be skeptical of balanced essentials and an aromatherapy?
Oh, goodness gracious me. I mean, I knew aromatherapy worked, but, you know, really, did they have one that would help you to concentrate and focus? You know, that's what blew me away. But I've used Cheryl's products for many, many years, and I'm never, ever without them.
Yeah.
And, you know, just so many of her products help you. And for me, it's great to use them instead of taking maybe drugs or painkillers or something like that. To be able to use that to get the results and know that you're actually putting on something that's truly helping your body.
It is amazing, and it's what we hear from people over and over again. Tina, thank you so much, because I think people listened, to somebody who uses the oils and they go, okay, well, this is a real person,
we have real
and
people.
their real experience, and you're all the way over in New Zealand. So stay safe over there. It's crazy times,
Thank
Tina.
you.
It's absolutely crazy times. So you stay safe. Thank you so much for talking to us today.
Thank you,
darling.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Cheryl, Be Aware is a must-have for anybody who needs to focus, right?
It is. It's really an amazing blend, that one, the Be Aware. And often it's overlooked because people go, well, I like the uplift and I like the calm. But once they start to use the Be Aware, they really do find that it becomes something very useful if you're worried about going somewhere and you have to focus.
Yes.
That is the blend I'd use.
And can I say as well, what's exciting about it is that it's one of the 5. So this is a full, if you've just tuned in, these are your massage blends. So these actually go on the skin.
Yes.
You're getting your top 5 massage blends. Be Uplifted, we've talked about. Be Calm and Be Aware. Still yet to talk about Be Vital and Be Inspired. I don't want you to forget either that they come in a beautiful gift box, which we, actually I'm just going to race over and grab it, because it is gorgeous to think you could be giving someone the gift.
A great gift. We have Mother's Day coming up.
Yes, we do.
But they're a travel size. Not that we're doing much travelling these days, so I do think we'll be aware of that.
Yes.
However, it can go into your bag.
No, but they're not. When we say
ideal.
travel size, remember these are essential oils, so you only need a few drops.
No, not for the pure. These are the massage ones
Yeah, that's
that
what
go
I'm
on the
talking
skin. But you only need a little bit.
Yeah, but you only still need a little bit, Cheryl.
Not as well, a little bit for the pures.
On my hand, I put it like that and I close it.
Some people overdo it, but think of it as a moisturiser
With
for
Be
your
now,
skin.
hold on. Be Relieved is
But-
different. Be Relieved is different because then you can get a little
Yes.
bit more, I think. But with something like Be Vital, Be Calm,
Oh, they're very, very
temples,
true.
under the feet. I mean, it is your business, Cheryl. We'll go with your advice.
No, what I suggest people do is start off with a little bit, because you don't need a lot, as Justine said. You only need a little bit to go on, and I find the easiest way with these ones anyway is to put your hand on top.
Yeah.
Tip it
Yeah.
and put your hand back. You don't need to try and pour it out
No,
and then
you'll
find
get
you've
too
lost
much.
some of
Absolutely.
it.
And why have
They're
you
precious
suspended
oils.
it? It's so precious. And the suspension, because these are the massage blends.
Yes.
So they're in macadamia oil, sweet almond,
And wheat germ.
okay, why that? Why those three? Are they just
Well, originally I looked at and did a lot of research into carrier oils,
Yeah.
which were the carriers, because you've got 5% essential oils in this, and they needed to be put in carrier oils to be applied to the skin. And I looked at what would be the best combination to moisturise the skin that was high in antioxidants, but also had such a beautiful, luxurious feel. And it was the sweet almond, wheat germ and macadamia that I ended up choosing. And I've never regretted the choice, because the results are there. People love it. There is more sweet almond than the other oils. They're not in exactly the same percentage, but they have such a beautiful
Delicious.
feel on the skin.
time to talk Be Vital? Time to talk Be
Yes.
Vital. Again, another favourite. This is, and the last two that we're talking about, I just want people to know are also in a duo, and we're going to look at those later. So Be Vital, that combination, again, pure essential oil, frankincense, sandalwood, petitgrain. Is it petitgrain?
Petitgrain.
Petitgrain, neroli, and orange, again in those carrier oils of sweet almond, wheat germ, and macadamia. Antioxidant rich. I mean, this is just such
Absolutely.
a beautiful natural oil. When can I use Be Vital? How can it help me?
Be Vital can be used in a lot of ways. It contains oils, very expensive oils, that are in a very much a balancing way. So if you want to feel balanced, you go for Be Vital. It's very good for the skin as a moisturiser. And I use it, and many of my customers use Be Vital as a facial moisturiser. They put a little bit on morning and night, and you're going to get all of those many benefits from the essential oils that are there, that are great for lines and wrinkles and stretch
Absolutely,
marks. So-
absolutely.
and it's very much very uplifting. Neroli's very much orange blossom. You have that beautiful smell coming through. It's a natural perfume as well.
Kirsten says, I just wanted to tell you how utterly hooked I am on the Balanced Essential range, and only after 3 days. I suffer from very dry skin on my face and arms and thought I would give Be Vital a go. Well, from the start, I was very impressed. No more itchy, flaky skin. It is just glowing. I take my oils with me everywhere, much to the dismay of my hubby. I really wanted everyone to try this range because it's so beneficial and the smell is just divine. I highly recommend the BE products to everyone. I'm hooked. Regards, Kirsten. If you want to email Cheryl, she answers everybody. Everybody, and even
Eventually.
Not even eventually. You're really good, Cheryl. You are. It's cheryl@aroma.com.au. Cheryl@aroma. We need to make up a slide with that, Ash. That'll give you something to do. You need to do that this afternoon. cheryl@aroma.com.au, because there are skin conditions, disorders, diseases that they will want to ask you about that we can't answer on TV.
People ask me a lot of questions about how they can use the oils in their life, and I simply educate them on aromatherapy and the best way forward for them. I'm not a medical doctor, let's say that, but I can teach people about a natural approach, and I can teach them about how to go forward using the healing benefits of essential oils.
Kay says, I've also found that Be Vital is now a truly essential part of my daily routine. It enables me to get up and feel energized, sometimes to the point where I feel as if I were totally well. I also find it very uplifting. I love the scent and the way it makes my skin and face so very soft and smooth. I can honestly say that I've never found any cream to be so moisturizing on my feet as well. The associated benefits are truly amazing. That's from Kay. That is just one oil in your 5-pack massage pack. And if you want Cheryl's email address, Ash has found out a way to put it on the screen. There it is, email. Cheryl at Ash. You'll be inundated, but Cheryl, sorry, I just thought about the voicemails that you were getting in the break.
Oh, yes.
Wait, before, I've got to tell you, Ash, Cheryl was listening to her voicemails on speaker and I was having my makeup touched up. And she was sitting behind me and the makeup artist and I were, Leanne and I were killing ourselves laughing because it was literally, I've never heard anybody get so many voicemails in my life. Like I would get that many in a 12-month period. And we're going, how you answer everybody, Cheryl.
Well, I have to, and I really feel that I love aromatherapy and I love helping people. And I feel such a responsibility that if I don't, I feel, I've got some people that burst into tears their whole life. They tell me their story. They tell me what's happening and how, you know, they might have gone through really hard times. You can't be not changed by that. You can't just leave people hanging. You have to help people as much as you possibly can. And if I can, by helping either with the oils or a kind word or a little bit of encouragement, then I feel that I've done something really special that day. And that makes my life worthwhile. It's why I got into aromatherapy in the first place. I wanted to help people. You don't get into aromatherapy to make money, not with the expense, and I really do try and give the oils at the best price for people so the majority of people will benefit. But yes.
Well, I've seen that firsthand with you and the time that you take to be with people, because some of the people also that contact Cheryl have very complicated health issues. It's not just, hey, what oil? I have a bit of neck pain, you know, or I have I'm a bit moody. You know, it can be quite involved, and the time that you take to talk to people and email them back is incredible.
When they tell me that they've tried everything and the doctor has said, we can't help you anymore.
Yes. Right.
They're the people I especially say, well, look, have you tried a natural approach?
Yeah.
And that's where, you know, it can change their life, because I have people now that with the pain relief products, they rely on it. They can't use any other medication. Their doctor has told them they can't use anything else. And at least I've got something I can help them with.
And, you know, in this pack, this is why it's so wonderful to be able to get that little medicine cabinet of natural solutions. You know, and I think particularly, and Cheryl has been very calm about the situation out there. We don't want to scare anybody or say, you know, the media's doing sort of enough of that, although it's a serious situation. Yes. But we are talking about controlling what we can control. This might be a little bit of a wake-up call to people who take things for granted and say, you know what, I can just keep living the way I'm living. The medical system's always going to be there to help me, to support me. I'm always going to be able to get my prescription filled. I'm always going to be able to go to the emergency department. Yes. You know, I'm always, well, no.
They're running out of hand sanitizer, all sorts of things. And we know that essential oils, I mean, you know the oils have been used for thousands of years. We clean our house. We use pine in PinoClean. We use lemon, because it's so antibacterial, antiviral. They're used in our household products. So aromatherapy and oils are such an important part. And nowadays, when people are finding it hard to get anything, you can relax and feel at least you've got something there. You've got something you can use.
And we'd ask you to do your own research about the blends. But for goodness sakes, if you are going down, you're wanting to restock on essential oils, please compare apples for apples, because there are cheaper oils out there. I've seen some really cheap oils out there, but you have to remember we are talking therapeutic grade, pure, 25 years of history, your genuine crystal in every single bottle, the blue glass to keep the integrity of the product for longer, and the master blender behind the brand, the owner of Balanced Essentials, Cheryl Gilbert. It is an incredible company with an incredible history. We have to move on now, everybody, to Be Inspired, to our last one.
Which is actually my favourite blend.
Be Inspired. Again, this is therapy. Again, grade 1 therapeutic quality: frankincense, lime, ylang ylang, pine, sandalwood, and sage. And it has a clear quartz crystal bead that helps balance the emotions and transmit and amplify energy.
Yes.
Why do you love Be Inspired?
I think out of all of them, and I do change a little bit, but at the moment, especially the Be Inspired, I love the smell of Be Inspired. I love the fact that you've got the ylang ylang, you've got your frankincense, you've got your pine, you've got your lime. I kind of walk in and I smell it and I think, you know, I really feel inspired by that. It's very good for creative people. It's very good when you need to meditate, reflect, when you're going through any changes in your life. Be Inspired's an absolutely beautiful oil.
Be Inspired is my favourite, says Helen. In many senses, it deepens my meditation, calms me down, fixes my sinus problems, and almost instantly. But over and above all, it has the most divine smell. I feel revitalised, inspired, and light. And Beryl says it's amazing for deep breathing and sleep. I use it daily. Have used Be Vital and Be Calm over the years with amazing benefits too. I cannot imagine my life without your quality oils. Please keep making them available. And that's the story from everybody who tries BE. Please don't stop making them. They're a life changer for people and a lifesaver for people. That is your massage blend pack, all 5. You're only paying for 4. These are the ones that go on your body, your animals as well. You're getting all 5. But if you want ones to put in your diffuser, then you're going for the 5-pack of pure oils. Yes. The item number for those, they are more expensive because they're more concentrated, but they are the same 5 oils. 302-987, just a few drops in the bath or in your diffuser or oil burner. Massive saving there as well. Use Afterpay to make it more affordable for yourself. If you love Be Vital and you want to be able to pick it up in a duo with Be Inspired, you can do that for $119. The item number 302240. You can call us on 13 25 80. Openshop.com.au is our website. But remember, we are giving you free delivery during this show as well. If you are a fan of Cheryl Gilbert of Balanced Essentials or just essential oils in general, you will know Be Light, Be Relieved and Be Sport. They are online in our website. We cannot talk about them. We're hoping that that will change because they're registered with Therapeutic Goods Association. But please go and read up on them. 302467. We will give you just a moment now to get to the phones.
I think in this world that is, as I said earlier, so frantic and people are searching for answers, and it feels like there is chaos out there. Even if we hide ourselves in our room, we're bombarded with images, we're bombarded with fear, we're bombarded with social media, other people's fear. You know, we've been through devastating times, we've been through drought, bushfire, flooding, and now the current, panic on all the madness that's out there at the moment. We tune into this collective consciousness of anxiety. I think in this world that is, as I said earlier, so frantic and people are searching for answers and people are starting to slow down, maybe we should go back to nature and think back a few thousand years and think they weren't so wrong at all.
Yeah, I think it's time for people, humanity even, without overstating it,
Yes.
is it a bit of a crossroads in terms of, do you
We're
think?
going through massive changes at the moment. People feel it. The world's changing. We're looking at times now where we have to take care of ourselves. We're looking at times where people can get a little crazy. It will all, I feel, it will all eventually work out really well for us. I think at the moment what we need is to take that step back, nurture ourselves, nurture our bodies, try a natural approach. It's the best possible way to nurture yourself. And we'll all get through this. We'll all work our way through. And I think
Yeah.
it's a good wake-up call in some ways.
Yes, because people do have a choice in how they look after themselves, particularly with stress. You know, a lot of
Yes.
people manage their stress by coming home and drinking wine, you
Yes.
know, or just they yelling and screaming, you know, or moodiness or what. And I think people are now sort of saying life is short and we have to take care of and stress is a big killer too. That's the other thing. That's not
It
a claim,
is.
that's a fact.
That's
Stress
a
is
fact.
bad.
That's a
You do not want, you want as little stress in your life, but it's hard to sort of manage that. And if essential oils can help people on that journey,
One of the best things, apart from the fact that all essential oils to a degree are analgesic, you know, anti-spasmodic, is the fact that they help with stress relief and mood.
yeah,
And,
absolutely. Absolutely.
They do change things.
That's right. And you know what? You have the 30-day money-back guarantees. You get to prove it for yourself and to yourself. Quickly, Cheryl, how long will this 5-pack last?
It will last you a very long time. I can't tell you, it depends how often you use it. I would say, you know, months.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. It's very much a value pack. It's something that you'll have there for a long time. Even with a little one, the Be Uplifted I carry with me in my handbag,
Yeah.
in my car. When I've washed my hands anywhere, I put that on.
Yeah.
And it's lasted me weeks and weeks.
I just want to congratulate anyone that picked up their Balanced Essentials today, because it will change your life. It has been doing it for 25 years. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Cheryl. Love you.
Thank you.